What is up, guys? I'm Tatiana and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hip thrust, squat, sumo deadlift, and deadlift. We want to make sure that we're practicing correct form. That's going to be huge. If you're tuning into today's video, you are watching part of the mini series, Building Your Best Lower Body, specifically focusing on our glutes. So, if you watched part one of this video, you saw that we were talking about glute activation. And what we talked about in that video is that first you want to do a dynamic warm-up, and you really want to make sure that you're focusing on your hip flexors and making sure that they're getting nice and lengthened, so there is less of a chance that your quads are just going into overdrive. After you finish up that dynamic warm-up, you want to move into your glute activation exercises, which are just going to be making sure that your booty, your glute muscles, remember you got 3 of them, are getting super warmed up and they're ready to take on the work in your compound lifts. So you're really taking the time to make that mind to muscle connection. So once you finish that up, you are moving on to part 3, which is what we're talking about today. And part 3 is going to be your compound lift. So what is a compound lift? A compound lift is a lift that is going to target multiple muscles at once. And in this video, as you watch on, I chose the 4 compound lifts that I think are the most effective when it comes to your glutes. The lifts that I chose in this video, where after I get done talking about it a little bit, I'm gonna be showing you the proper setup and the proper form to make sure that you're getting the most out of your workout, are the hip thrust, squat, sumo deadlift, and deadlift. I was gonna choose lunges for this, but I think I'm gonna save that for a little bit later in this mini series when we talk about single leg exercises, because to me, when you choose a compound lift, that's the lift that you wanna be putting your max effort into strength and weight wise. And in my opinion, that's a little harder to do with a lunge versus a squat or a deadlift or something like that. Once you choose the exercise that you're gonna be focusing compound lift wise for that day, you are going to make sure that you challenge yourself when you do it. In that case, I would recommend not supersetting your compound lift. And the reason that you don't want to superset it is because when you do a superset, which is an extremely effective way to do hypertrophy and to hit your physique goals, you're challenging your muscle and you're fatiguing it from exercise to exercise. So since you want to use all of your strength for your compound lift, you don't want to be so fatigued when you're doing it. So therefore, I would do that lift, really put max effort, then take a second, take long enough of a recovery where you feel like your muscles are regaining some of their strength, and then going after it again. And there's a variety of different rep schemes and weight schemes, of course, that you can use for your compound lift, but you do want to be putting all of your effort into that one. And when it comes to progression and periodization, that's definitely one that you're going to want to do weekly. Okay, so you're going to make sure that you're getting that lift in weekly. So once you choose your compound lift, I want you to make sure that it's one that you're actually feeling in the muscle that you want to feel it in. So if you are new to lifting and you're struggling making your glutes work for you in a squat, I would definitely choose something like a hip thrust that's a little bit more glute dominant, where you're gonna for sure get that mind to muscle connection and feel the burn in that muscle. So first, we're making sure that we are choosing to use all of our strength, so we are not supersetting that compound lift. Second, we're making sure that we're feeling the lift in the muscle that we want to feel it in. And third, we want to make sure that we're practicing correct form. That's going to be huge. Form is a make or break for our compound lifts. So luckily in this video, when you guys check it out, you are going to see the form that we're going over and how certain lifts, you can change just your upper body, you can change your hip extension, you can change how much you're bending your knees, how deep you're getting, how much you're stretching, to target different areas of that muscle as well. So I hope that you guys enjoy this video, and if you do, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. If you feel like you're being helped out, make sure that you help me out too, and let me know what kind of questions you guys have. Okay, so we're going to be setting up our Romanian deadlift. So what we're doing to get started is having our feet hip width distance apart. You're going to bring a slight bend into your knees and hold your belly button into your spine. So remember, an RDL is a pivot hinge, so our knees are going back, we stretch our hamstrings, then when we exhale, they're moving forward, so we're squeezing our hips to the top. So we're coming back to the bar, shoulder width distance with our hands. Our hips are coming back on the inhale, coming out of the exhale. So our bar doesn't need to go all the way to the floor. Just half is perfect, as long as you feel that stretch just pushing the glutes back, coming up and squeezing the top. So our chest is moving just very slightly in forward. We're trying to get our hips below our knees so we get that really big stretch. And then we're pushing up, getting that contraction in our glutes. And then we're getting that big booty squeeze at the top.